Open your mind.
Things out of control, but we're going to put it in control very quickly like we did on the southern border. I'm announcing a historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor, and worse. This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back. Under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States, I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is? And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control, and you'll be meeting the people that will be directly involved with that. Very good people, but they're tough, and they know what's happening, and they've done it before. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly.
Hey out there, this is Buzz with TheSurvivalBuzz. You can see my turkeys back there, getting big, man. It's about time for slaughter day. Getting really close on that. Trying to put it off for at least a few more weeks, hoping that the temps will come back down just a little bit. It's pretty brutal butchering out in the heat and stuff. So I wanted to make a video today about all the nonsense going on in DC right now. I think it was like 2 days ago, the president come out and basically said they're federalizing the Washington DC Police Department and sending in National Guard as well to help clean up the crime-ridden city there. And then right behind that, you know, you have some news stations and different people coming out saying that, you know, according to statistics, even FBI information, crime's actually not that high at all in DC. Of course, depending on which media outlet you talk to and who you listen to, because I'm sure there's probably people, I haven't dove that deep into it, but I'm sure there's probably people on the other side of the aisle with that, saying that's all nonsense. You know, we're so politically divided now that we can't see the forest for the trees. Should it really matter statistically where we're at? I don't live in DC personally, but I don't see any city in the United States being so bad, or I haven't at least heard that we need to have National Guard and federalize the police department. But yeah, executive orders, at least in the present day, are there for nothing more than to take our rights away. You know, give a little bit of our freedoms up for a little bit of safety, and then, well, you see where we're at now with things. And like I said, we're so politically divided that we can't see the writing on the wall. We can't put our differences aside, green hair, blue hair, brown hair, it doesn't matter, and realize what's going on to this nation. It's becoming a totalitarian state quicker than I can even keep up, honestly. And you still have people pounding the Trump drum. You know, there's literally people that are happy about what's going on in DC right now. They think it's a good thing, right? I don't know, man. I don't know whether it is. And there's a multitude of reasons that they would be doing it, if not for multiple reasons at once. I mean, you have, you know, creating the divide even more because you have Trump supporters, a lot of them that are supporting this, thinking it's a good thing. Then you have basically the government doing this simply to test the water, to see how people react, whether that be, you know, eventually breaking out into some type of civil war, or just, you know, slowly integrating this and getting people used to it. You know, they claim this is the beginning of it, you know, where eventually we're going to roll out this type of military presence in other big cities, Chicago, LA, that sort of thing. And where does it stop from there? You know, where, you know, if the statistics are wrong, or they're right, regardless, where does it stop? Is it going to come to your city next because the government says your city's unsafe? And where does it end? You know, we're doing all this now through executive order. What about the next guy that comes in, you know, for your favorite crooked politician or whatever? Who do they turn that military type presence on in that situation once the pendulum swings the other direction? People are willing at this point to give up their rights just to feel a little bit of safety. And it's a false sense of safety because we are far from that. We are so close to having the government just turn on us at any given moment, and people can't see it. And I don't understand. They've divided people so much that they can't even see what's going on in this country. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think, but I honestly think they're just testing the water with this. I think that's the main reasoning, is to see how people will react. And if all goes well there in DC, you know, I'm sure they'll push it on into other big cities, and next thing you know, the whole United States is a giant police state. And, you know, ironically enough, people like Alex Jones were spouting off about this shit over a decade ago, and then now he's part of the opposition. I hope people see that. Most of them are part of the opposition, man. Most of the news you consume, whether it be on here on YouTube or on TV or online or whatever the hell it is just false. It's false news. It's false information on both sides. It's all owned by the same individuals. You need to wake up, people. You need to realize what's going on. This isn't a good thing, this police presence. They're creating a police state right here in the United States of America where we're supposed to be free. I don't know where it stops from there. You guys let me know what you think. Let me know your concerns down in the comment box. God bless you and your families. Catch you on the flip side. Later.